Hey everybody, Just Sports with John. And today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the NFL playoffs. And today we're going to rank the quarterbacks who are in the playoffs. I'm going to start from 14 and I'll go all the way to number one. So keep watching if you want to learn what number one is. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to it as well. So wherever that is. And then also make sure to make any comments or anything that you want to do that you might like, things that you might want to see me talk about would be great. Okay, so getting into it, here is the 14 quarterbacks in order, starting at 14. So at 14, I have Mac Jones, and simply because Mac Jones is a rookie, he's done good things. He might even be better than two other quarterbacks on this list, but no playoff experience, only one full season under his belt. And I'm sorry, but at one point he threw what, three passes in one game and they won. So that tells me the Patriots don't even really trust him all that much just yet. And so if you can't even throw more than, say, like five passes in a game with your quarterback, you're 14 on my list. Moving on, 13. A guy I'm sure we all love, have come to watch over the years, and just unfortunately as a shell of himself doesn't really have it, and that's Ben Roethlisberger. Um, kind of hope in a way for the best for them, except for my Titans, of course, but it just, I just put him above Mac Jones because he does have the playoff experience. And sometimes guys like that kind of have a little bit of a renewal to go in there and get it done. So you kind of hope that can happen a little bit with Roethlisberger, but he's just so much of a former shell of himself that he's ranked 13. At number 12, I have Garoppolo. And I mean, if your quarterback has been benched in the season, he's the only one on this list that I think has been benched for performance, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he's played all season, of course. So I mean, I just can't rank him any higher. Like, he has some good things about him, some good throws. He does make some good passes, but he can't throw the deep ball. And I think he's a product of Shanahan's system. So he's 13. Jalen Hurts is number 11. You could argue him being a few more spots above where I have him, but he just hasn't had the consistent production. He struggles in the short game. They just haven't quite been able to build up around him. I mean, he was winning enough in a very weak division for them to get in the playoffs, along with the Cowboys. But I'm just not that impressed with Hurts right now. Maybe he grows into something more. And then number 10, I wanted to put Tannehill higher, but the ceiling for him is very low. We know what he is. He's, game manager. He's not going to, make a lot of great plays, although he does run better than you would expect for a quarterback. And he's not screwed it up, but he's kind of an even keel sort of quarterback. And then we start getting into more serious contenders here. Derek Carr. Derek Carr has played great for a number of years. He just doesn't seem to always make the best and biggest plays, but he's done tremendous this year. And I think he has a shot as long as he keeps playing within himself there. Derek Carr at number 9. And then Stafford, a guy, first year with the Rams, but a guy coming over from Lions, one of the better passers in the league, deep balls especially. I just think Stafford's motivated. I think he does a great job overall. Um, I think it's very easy to put him here. The only thing he doesn't have is he doesn't have a run game to his game, so he's limited there, and he's not always the best quarterback at extending the play. It kind of has to go right for him, or he has to get rid of it. And this next guy, that's the reason he's above Stafford, and that's Prescott. Prescott can make a play happen, can extend the play. He can also do well at just about any throw for the most part. Sometimes he gets himself in trouble trying to use his legs too much. He's not quite athletic as what people think he is, but he can extend that play. Number seven, or excuse me, that was number 7. So number 6, Josh Allen. Now, some of you guys are going to think this is low, but for me, Josh Allen just hasn't shown that quarterback maturity, if you will. Like, I just haven't seen enough dynamic plays from Josh Allen to want me to put him too much higher. Um, I think he's still relying on his legs way too much. And I think this is going to bite him in the playoffs. I think somebody's going to come up with a defense very much like what Lamar Jackson went through a year ago, and I think we're going to see the same thing with Josh Allen. Number 5 is Joe Burrow. Now, again, I can switch out Allen and Burrow. That's fine by me. But I just thought that Burrow, for being a little bit more of a pocket passer type quarterback, Just did better with some of the dynamic throws. I think he was able to do better reads. The only thing about Burrow is he holds the ball on for too long, and that's pretty common of younger quarterbacks. So, if you're a Bengals fan, hopefully he'll get rid of that ball in the playoffs for you. And then Kyler Murray, I feel like he just does a little bit better job at most of that stuff we just talked about. His running is more dynamic than both of those for the most part. Josh Allen can contend with that, but I think Murray is a better passer, and still selectively runs when he needs to. And then number 3, we have Aaron Rodgers. And I know a lot. Again, these next 3, put them in any order you want, but I put Rodgers at 3 because although his interceptions are the best and he's up there in yards, I think that he doesn't always take the big shot. He doesn't always take the big play, and that's kind of the thing that's bit them the last couple playoffs runs. There's been throws where he should have gone after it and didn't, and I think these next 2 guys just aren't afraid to pull that trigger. Mahomes could arguably number 1. I just think he's having a slight down year. He got in trouble early this season with some of his throws and whatnot, and not seeing the bigger picture. But and I think really when you talk about this next quarterback, he's just losing out in the experience department, and that's Brady. Brady number 1. I mean, what else do you need? His only downside is that he's 44 years old, and then at any moment he could break down. I mean, good Lord, you can't pick at anything else really. Mobility, fine, but Brady gets the ball out the second fastest in the league at 2.5 seconds. So it doesn't really matter if you can get the ball out that way and you're not throwing a ton of interceptions. So, I would take Brady over any of these guys because Brady's the guy that's most likely going to get you there. But it's close. 1 through 3 are close, and then 4, 5, and 6 you can interchange. But let me know what you think. Add comments to it. Let me know if if you feel like I got it all wrong or whatnot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.